So in last session we have seen the array list. So today we will cover the set and map. This document you can find in the Google Classroom after this session. So let me create class first. Yes, array list and then okay. So I will create a class called set example and then check main method. Why, what is the need of actually set? Here we need to first understand that because set also add the values, right? Array list also add the values. So if I compare to array, we know that why we use the array list, right? So similar reason for set as well. So we don't need to compare set from array, but we need to compare that when to use the set also. Means sometimes we don't have option to choose, and we don't have choice because we don't know uh, what the reason we should use this particular uh, set or that array list, right? Because see, first let me write set a program. Let me add one or two elements in that set and then we will come to that. Okay, so set actually is an interface, right? Set is an interface, right? Just like if we create any interface, then two implementing classes, three implementing classes, as many we want, we can provide those many implementing classes for our self created interface. Here we have two majorly used classes for which is implementing the set interface, which are what? Hash set and tree set, right? So hash set and tree set are implementing set interface, right? So these two classes are implementing set interface. Okay, now we will see today what is the difference between hash set and tree set. Okay, what is the difference between set and of course array list, right? So we will see all this. But first let me write a program for set and then we'll understand the difference between array list and set. Set, just like we were doing in array list, what we will do, but here we need to write set is equal to new set, new hash set, because hash set is implementing the one by one coming, so that's why problem, right? So here Okay, now import the implementing package. And then you can see here set is being implemented. Similarly, you can write list also, right? List is equal to new array list, and import, right? And here you need to change type of array list here like this, because list will ask you to declare array list or to, right? Similarly here set also, right? You will try in your machines, it will work, right? Okay, angular brushes I am not giving here. Similarly, now I will show you internally this both array list and this new hash set. If I go to this, uh, press the control of your left say keyboard, and then click in it, right? It will move you to the that particular implementing class. So see, public class
Uh,
has set
Sorry, sir. Which shortcut?
control. You need to
Hello.
press yeah, you need to press control, and then click on that particular class.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
So once you will click on that, so you will come here. But sometime in your machines there may be problem, because last time I don't have this downloaded, but it will come automatically. Sometimes what we do set change this setting, so that's why it doesn't comes, right? So don't worry if it's not coming. See, now public class has set extend. What it abstracts? This abstract set, right? And then implements what? Set, right? If it is implementing set, of course it will be set will be interface, right? Let me now set this somehow, right? And if I click on enter and go to the set, you can see public interface set extends what? Collection interface. And if I go to this collection interface does what? Extends iterable. See, and if I click on iterable, it is not extended by anyone, right? So there will be, I will be sharing a figure to you. So top level is what? Iterable is extended by what? Collection interface. And collection interface is providing actually set, array, list, set, map, right? Stack, queue, etc. So these much deeper we don't need to give. This is actually Java developers task, right? But we need to understand that how it's being happening, right? So here set is actually your interface, and the hasset class is actually created with an object, and hasset class is creating an object. Okay, so this is how we are doing, right? Now if you want to add any, now don't understand that is this object of set interface. No, we just given reference of that particular interface and created object for hash set, right? Because you cannot create object for interface here. Okay, now what will we do? Now we will add values to it. Set dot add, and of course set will also add object, you can see here. object, suppose I add Vandan, then set dot add, suppose Sumit, so set dot add 101, set dot add 102. See, this is Vandan name, this is Sumit name, this is roll number for Vandan, this is roll number for Sumit. Okay, currently I am adding like this, right? Okay, just remember that how we are adding values here. Tomorrow I will show you the I will show you the problem comes with the adding value like this, right? So you need to understand first that how we are adding values here using add method, and just like this, right? To means it is actually in a form that we cannot remember, right? So if tomorrow someone say 1012 is which is student roll number, so now to you will say that Sumit roll number, but tomorrow 100 lines if you will add here, then you will have to see in very deeper, so this will be a problem, right? So just remember how we are adding. Once I will talk about the solution for it, then you can relate that. Okay, and then what we should do, just print it. This set we need to print. Okay, so it will be printed like this. Now how can I print it properly? Last session I told same way, just use for each loop, and already explained for each loop, so I think you guys will relate it, and just print this set object. Run it. Okay, now let me add one more value here. Set dot add Vandan, and I will run this. Set dot add and I will run this. Now see, Vandan 101, 102, 103 and Sumit. Guys, give me 10 seconds, I am coming. I'm back. Okay, so here you can see I have added Vandan and Vandan is printed here. Then I have added Sumit. The Sumit is printed as last. Point to be noted. Then I have added 101, then 101 here printed, 102 and 103. This way they printed. What is the problem here with this set? Or that is that problem, or is that working of that set? because it has not followed the order you have given, right? So first point to note that set doesn't follow the insertion order, right? List follows the insertion order. List means array list, right? So array list follows the insertion order, but set does not follow the insertion order. Point number 2, I have added Vandan 2 times, but set has printed only once. What does it mean? It means that set cannot store duplicate values. You need to note these points, right? Because if interviewer asks what is the difference between list and set, then you need to answer only these points, right? A set does not follow the insertion order, and set does not store duplicate values. Now, why set cannot store duplicate values? Because the way it's implemented, it cannot store the duplicate values. Now, where I can use it? See, in database, anybody wants to store a single unique email ID for any person, right? So here, if I talk about Facebook, right? So if you are created if you have created an account in Facebook using a particular email ID, then you cannot create new one. Why? Sorry, why this is so? Because Facebook says this email ID has already an Facebook account, right? Means you just need to go and log in with that particular email ID. Okay, so it means that at that place this set will be helping us. If I talk about automation purpose, so last last month I had a requirement. Like, what was that requirement? I had an Excel sheet, and the tech lead asked that you have to do one task. In my database, I have roll numbers of students, right? That's actually a US based project, and he said that I have uh, roll numbers of students, sorry, mobile numbers of students, and somehow uh, few students change their roll number without informing the particular university, whatever the officials were. So you need to match. Now these are the new roll numbers of all students in Excel sheet we have taken. The Excel forms are there, Google forms are there, right? So these are the new roll numbers. You need to match with each and every database. And how will you match? You need to first take roll number, and based on roll number you need to match in the database. So one by one you need to write code that will work one by one matching, right? That particular student this mobile number, that particular student this mobile number. So if the roll number is matching, then it's okay. If that means it will not store roll number, next roll number, because we have to create a separate column in database, new mobile number, and you need to match, right? So if that particular is already available, then it will. So how the process was? First you need to get values and store phone all those roll numbers and corresponding mobile numbers inside set, right? Just like these much values I have. Suppose this is mobile number and this is corresponding what? This is mobile number, this is corresponding student, or here you can store roll number, right? This is suppose mobile number. Let me do it like that only. Set dot add roll number, and then set dot add mobile number. If I'll add like this, right? Then set dot add 102, Insert dot add this is mobile number, suppose. Now this is for this person and this roll number is for this person mobile number, but the things were different that I have implemented over there. I will give you some brief maybe today or next class. But first we need to understand when to use the array list, when to use the set, right? So if you have to store unique values for anybody, unique information that you want to store, duplicate you don't want to store, go for set, otherwise go for array list. Because here in set, if you try to store any duplicate value, actually you will lose that value. So if you will lose that value, then data loss is very harsh thing nowadays, right? That's why if you are not sure you have to store duplicate values or not, or the requirement is not confirmed, better to use the array list. This is about that, right? Same process, if you want to remove any value from set, how will you do that? Then you have method remove, right? And you need to give the index of it, 0 1 2 3. Suppose I want to remove this mobile number, right? Then only you will store in database, right? If it is not matching to the same, then here also I think that you will have a requirement in your assignment that using hash set you need to remove duplicate values from your list, right? So you need to complete that also. So set dot remove and it will be removed. Now why I have written like this? You can say, sir, why you have not given the index you have counted? Can anybody, let's try that. Here I will give suppose 2, right? So 0 1 and 102 should be removed.
It's not in sequence.
Yeah, absolutely. uh, 10 is 2 is not removed. Why it's not removed? We have written actually like this. So set does not remove just passing index. Why it do so? Because it says that you have added values and these values are not in an order, right? So if these values are, if not in an order, you are trying to remove something and just remove something else, right? To prevent this situation, set has not implemented removal mechanism like this. So sets asks that you need to pass the value that you want to remove. So if you want to remove this mobile number, only this will be removed. Okay, so be sure how we do use the removal mechanism in set, right? Else
So,
everything in set and array list is same. Okay,
why it is removed the mobile number last one?
can you little bit louder? Actually,
I mean, every time if you run, it will remove different numbers. Like this time it has removed the last mobile number.
I have written line here to remove this mobile number.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
it's removed. Okay,
Thanks.
now I will go to map.
Is there any way to set insertion in order to? Is there any other kind of code or something like that which we can make it insertion in order in the asset
See,
apart from the list?
uh, you if you want, then you can write your own logic. Otherwise, see, one thing I will write here, just comment this line. See, instead of this head set, if I will write the t set, right? and import that package first, and let's run it. And first let what me do string values, so that we will find the order. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
see, Vandan, Sumit, and Abhay. We should come last, S should come first, and then this. Abhay, Sumit, and then Vandan. So, tree set class actually follows the ascending order, right? But hash set does not follow any order, right? Tree
Mm-hmm.
set also does not follow the insertion order. So, be sure that tree set is also not following the insertion order, because insertion order is something different and sorting order is something different.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then if you want to insert the values in accordingly however you are doing in the program, then we have to go for array list only. Then there is no any other solution. Am I right?
Of course, if you have to provide your own sorting order, then you have to write your own logic.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So
Thank
tree
you.
set it will accept the duplicate values.
No, I said that set cannot store the duplicate values. What does it mean? Either the hash set or the tree set. Both cannot store the duplicate values.
Only set accept the duplicate.
So only for hash set and tree set, there is a tree set will sort it accordingly as per the ascending order, and then hash is insertion. It's not follow the insertion. That's it, right? There is no much difference between tree and hash.
Yeah, tree set does not follow the any insertion order, as well as it follows its own sorting order, ascending order, right?
Mhm.
This is the
Yes.
only difference that you need to understand about here. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you on that.
And let me go to the map. See, map also is an interface. So list, set, and map are the interfaces. Hash map and hash and the tree map are the implementing classes for the map, and for set, hash set and tree set are the implementing classes, right? So map actually stores data in key value pair, right? So today I will only talk about how you will add the values. Sorry, rest of the things about map we will see later in next session. uh, and next session we will see one more thing, implementing class type of any collection, right? So but first, focus here. If I want to add any value in map, so understand that map stores in key value pair. So map dot put method is there to store values, right? Not compute put method, right? So in list and set we have add method for adding values. In map we have put method, right? 101, this is key and this is mobile number, right? Map dot put See, just like set cannot store duplicate values, map cannot have duplicate keys, right? Duplicate values you can have your two mobile numbers, right? But you cannot have same key for storing that mobile number. Means for every entity there will be separate key. Okay, now let me uh, I have added value like this. If I want to print this, then we need to understand one concept. You cannot iterate map directly, right? You need to actually change it to set first, right? Just like this, if you try to for each and just print this, and you want to print this, and here you say that just give map here. See error, cannot iterate over the instance of the Java lang.iterate. What does it mean? It is not understanding actually this is what, right? Because this is in key value pair. Previously we were adding single values here, right? Here it has two values, so we need to convert it into set first. Just comment these lines.
So we can make it an object, right?
See, object if we'll make, let's create, make it as object. Same error we are getting here, cannot add table. Object is solution for what? First you need to understand that particular thing. Object is actually solution for when you are not sure what will be your data type, what is the return type, right? You are not sure, then this object is further out, everything it will absorb. Here problem is different, right? If I was saying that I am not sure which type of values I am adding, right, then object will be working for that. But here I am adding two values, right? Two parameters, key value pair. How will you iterate over this if you are not sure? Means here object will be working because single values is added, right? So that's why you need to convert this into this set, key set. There is a method which will store all these keys inside a list, you can say it of a set,
So,
right?
sorry to disturb. Actually, in the last class, there were some numbers, which is data type was an integer, and then the string value was there. So for that, we have created an object, right? So by that time, it was working. So that was the reason I told.
Okay, so what you have any query here?
No, my question is right now we started using an object, but it's again still throwing the error. But last time when we used for each with the object and object with reference to the created object name and printing, it was working fine. Is there any difference over there and there? Because here also integer and string values are there, right?
Why you are considering integer and string values? I said, right, I said that this particular is adding two values, don't relate it to data type. This method is actually receiving two values, this method is actually receiving two values. Here this add method is receiving only single value, and object can handle that, right? Object class can handle, doesn't matter what is the return type, object will work anytime, right? But here if you'll see carefully, I am adding two values. Now if I'll say that you have these two ways goes to the that particular location, you need to go with shortcut. Now you will ask me what is the shortcut way, right? Similarly here as well, I have said that these are the integer and string values, they were. Why? Because actually this is receiving two values. Now if I'll say iterate over any loop, so what it was doing, it was iterating over the indexes, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
iterating over the indexes, but here no index, here no index concept is there, right? Inside this set, if I talk about list, inside this array list there was indexing, right? This is not the one that I have covered. See, inside this array list, 0 index, first index, second index, third index, right? But here you don't have indexes, you have keys, right? Now if I say just iterate over, then you will ask, sir, which, according to which particular thing I need to iterate inside my loop, either the this or this. That's why I am converting into the that particular indexing concept that internally happened by key set method, right? Got it or not?
Okay, okay, got it, got it.
Okay, give me 10 seconds, I'm coming. Okay, that's why we need to convert it inside what, convert this particular key map pair to indexing concept. Internally it will happen. So key set method is there, right? And key set, right? Now move your cursor over here, or just do one thing, map dot key set, and what is it returning? Set, right? So it will store all these key inside your set, right? Key, you could say, right? So if you want to store set, you need to declare. So just import this, and it will store all the keys 101, 102, because first comes what? Key, and then value, then key, then value. This is actually order, key and value. Okay, so I have stored all my keys inside set. Okay, now I can iterate. But if, why I have used this key set method? Because there are numbers of keys, right? If you don't have any key, then simply you can print like this, map.get. Here you need to provide the key. Suppose I am giving here 102, right? One zero two. Then if I print this, then it will print my roll number. Okay, I need to, okay, write roll number printed, I think that. Okay, so what I have given map dot get. Previously what I was passing, previously actually I was passing the index, but here I am passing the key, right? Once I pass the keys, corresponding roll number is printed. Okay, but here I have suppose 100 of things, so I will write line this 100 times, no. So I will store all these keys inside somewhere, and one by one I can print that, right? So all the keys are stored inside this set. Now set I can iterate over the set. Just type for each loop and then this. So this set will copy one by one key to this object, right? So one by one every key will be copied. Now map dot get key you need to copy, right, here, and sys out inside for each loop, right? Sys out map dot get. Here this is hard coded. You need to put it here key one by one. First you want 101, then you want 102. Doesn't matter how many keys you have. Object, and then put this object here. Okay. So first time 101 key value will be printed. Second time what will be printed? Second time 102 key value will be printed. And if you want to first let's print this. Okay, this is coming just because of this line. Okay, so let's print again all two roll numbers printed. Okay, now if you want to print corresponding key for that, now who is coming at the end of the session? Let's admit him. Key is just print object plus value is plus, right? Key is 101. Key is 101, value is this. Key is 102, value is this, right? So if you want to print all that, so you need to store inside first set. All the keys you need to store into set. Otherwise you have that map dot key get and key, so you will provide key and it will print. Okay, so this is about set and map. Okay, so in next session we will see class type of array list, because that will use very much in our trainings in Selenium. So don't miss that session, next session on.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Can you show that in a for loop?
This. You want to print me inside for loop?
Yes, yes.
Right, simple things. You can also do that. See, I will give you a hint, because in last session we have did that. You just need to actually iterate over the for loop, and you have all the values inside set. First you need to count size of this set, right? And then you need to run your loop that time, right? Plus rest of the things are same, right? If you just say dot size method, you need to write here, right? You can try it your own also, and then if I use this int I is equal to 0, okay. So map dot get key coming from here, set. I should be working here. It is printing null. Let me check that first. See if
In the for loop, you given two system out dot print.
sorry.
At the end of the system out dot print, you provided two semicolon.
That's not a problem. Actually, I think that set is not storing in that particular order. Okay. So what's the problem here? I said that set does not follow the insertion order. So whatever order we have stored, all these keys are not working, right? That's why it is not printing the values. Okay. So need to find out the solution for it, otherwise just try with this for each loop. Okay. So keys I have stored inside set, but I said before the starting of this session that it will not store in an order, so order is not followed, and here I am giving 0 indexing and this in this, right? So that's why this is a problem here. Okay, so you need to try with the same each loop for each loop. Okay, otherwise I will send you the solution for it, or next session we will see that.
Okay, thank you, sir.